Buying or selling a home, it can be a little overwhelming. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? And how do I know if I'm getting the best price either way? Well, navigating the process is a whole lot easier with a trusted professional by your side. Christina Seawick is the owner of Windermere Sun Capital Partners, and she's here to help us steer the ship a little bit. Thank you for being here and walking us through this process, because there's a lot of information out there and a lot has changed recently, starting with these new buyer and broker agreements. Can you, very in simple terms, explain what has changed?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for having me here today. So what's changed is that there's now a buyer's agreement for realtors before they start working on behalf of the buyer. So before they view a home, whether it's in person or virtual, they need to have a buyer-broker agreement in place, and that's essentially like an employment agreement between the buyer and their agent or broker.
Okay, so is there money on the line with that? Does that mean
there could be?
There could be.
In the form, there is something that could be a retainer fee that some agents and brokerages charge. We don't personally do that at our office, but it is up to agents on their specific basis on how they want to run their business. So there could be. So it's important to read it.
I was going to say, knowledge is power. You want to be
Yes.
sure you're educating yourself on that. Another reason to work with a trusted professional is because we don't all keep up on market insights and timing and trends the way you guys do. This is your job. So talk to me about the Phoenix market or the Valley in general and what we're seeing here, because it's booming.
It's booming, so it is, and it kind of is, it definitely is area specific, okay? And so as a blanket statement across the Phoenix metro area, we're in a light buyer's market, okay? But there are pockets that are really hot around the valley, and so it's important to be working with a professional that knows where those places are. Because if you're pricing, in a home and you're in a buyer's market, let's say like Maricopa is right now, then you would use different strategies than if you were pricing in a hotter market like Chandler. So you really have to be, you really have to know where you're at and what the trends are for that specific zip code, and even more than that, neighborhood.
Well, yeah, and that's what your agency or your brokerage does, is this is what you do. You're not a part-time real estate agent. You are, you eat, sleep, and breathe real estate, you said. So you take the time to know all these different pockets and the intricacies of each one.
Yes, absolutely. So no, I do eat, sleep, and breathe real estate. I work about 100+ hours a week. My phone is always on.
Gosh, girl.
It drives my family crazy, but they are still very supportive. And so, no, I mean, I keep up on the national level. So you want to know what's going on, sort of at that 30,000 square foot, 30,000 foot view.
Right.
And you also want to know what's happening, boots on the ground in your own neighborhood.
Yeah, and we should mention, speaking of nationally versus locally, our climate is a differentiator too, so that changes things for buyers and sellers here in the Valley.
It is, and I think sometimes, especially when people are relocating here, they don't realize how big we are. We as the Phoenix Valley, to my understanding, is that we're as large as the state of Delaware, which is very large.
That's very large.
And we have people, they know Scottsdale when they're relocating. They don't necessarily know the whole Phoenix Valley. And so it is a big market, and it's very important to be very in tune with it.
Talk to me about the importance of staging and marketing, because it's more than just putting a house online. It benefits the seller and the buyer to see it at its best.
It does, and so we really have to nail the 3 Ps as far as I'm concerned, which is price, product, and presentation. If those are perfected, you have an excellent chance of selling very quickly. If you push either one of those points, you are going to end up with longer market time. And perhaps netting a little bit less.
Oh, which that's
nobody
not a good.
That.
Nobody wants that. And finally, building this relationship on trust. You sit down with buyers and sellers to make sure you really understand their goals. What are they looking for here?
Absolutely. So to tie into the first piece with the buyer-broker agreement now, we have buyer presentations. We've always had listing presentations, and it's important to note compensation's always been negotiable. But now we have, and we always should have had, full-on buyer presentations that let them know, how am I going to walk you through the process? What do I bring to you that adds value? How am I going to work on your behalf? So it's important to sit down, with them and to say, here's how I'm going to go to work for you, and here's why I'm worth this compensation. If your agent cannot articulate that to you, they really have no business working on your behalf.
Gosh, we're out of time, but I could pick your brain and talk to you for so much about real estate. It's really interesting. Thank you so much for being here. And if you would like to reach Christina and her team, you can do so by visiting their website, windermeresuncapital.com, or calling the number on your screen.